Hi, I'm Jean and I'm a courage coach. I am about to embark on a big adventure in my life. I'll be traveling solo to Eastern Europe and the Balkans. I'm leaving my life, wrapping up life here in Australia as we speak, and I'm about to embark on this adventure in 4 weeks' time. I don't have a set time frame, I don't have a return ticket, and this feels like a very big new adventure that I'm going on. And when I tell people that I'm traveling solo, a lot of people go, wow, that is so brave. How do you do it? And it's gotten me thinking. I thought I'd share this here with you. If I look back to when I was probably about 9 years ago, I was right on the cusp of ending a relationship, a very long-term relationship, and there was this urge in me to go traveling by myself for the weekend. So I ended up booking an Airbnb that was about 3 or 4 hours away in the coastal area, and that was my first solo car trip. I had traveled by myself before. The year after I graduated, I spent a year in Taiwan on a graduate program. That trip though, however, I knew people there. There were people organising it. I knew there were lots of graduates from overseas. After that, I'd also spent 3 months in Buenos Aires, Argentina, in traveling a little bit in the area for tango and Spanish. But I remember distinctively that car trip, the road trip for the weekend, was quite a big step for me because I hadn't driven such a long distance, unknown distance, as in unknown roads I've not travelled on before by myself. I've driven 3 or 4 hours between big cities, between Sydney and Canberra. Yes, I know Canberra isn't a big city, but they were on the highway, and so that was my first step to really having a taste of that freedom and being independent. And so over time I have relocated by myself between Canberra and Melbourne, digital nomaded around northern New South Wales in Australia, Victoria, ACT, Canberra. So if I think back to that question, how do you do it? Wow, that's so brave. I did it in small incremental blocks. I've never thought that I would go on a big trip, on a big adventure to Eastern Europe with a one-way ticket by myself. And to this date, I still don't have a solid plan at all. I've got 2 retreats booked, got 2 plane tickets booked, and that's about it. So all this is really leaning into what's calling me into life at the moment. And so the way I build the courage to travel by myself has been in small little blocks. So it started with that weekend trip. It's built on to, taking 5 days away and driving along the Great Ocean Road, and also to different shorter trips, like a few weeks old and the like. So incrementally, I've built that up. To me, it doesn't feel like such a brave move to travel by myself. In truth, I know everywhere I go, there's always people that I meet, new friends that I make, and I always manage to find places that I love to travel and meet new people and hearing their stories, and meeting locals. So for me, I know that it's something that has been building over time, the skills and experience, and there's a deep inner trust in myself that I will be going to places that I am supposed to be at, and to meet the people and to meet locals. My budget is very low, so I'm mainly staying in hostels, maybe rent a room in Airbnb. What I really love is to stay with people locally, maybe friends of friends of friends, or people that I meet. So, by the way, if you are living in the Balkans or Eastern Europe, please send me a message. I would love to connect with you. Perhaps you might have a spare bed or couch I could crash on, and I'd love to share stories and bring my love and my presence into your space as well. So trust is a very big thing for me in this trip, and also the courage is built over time, gradually. So you can translate that across to different areas of your life as well. It doesn't have to be such a big trip on a one-way ticket to the other side of the world where you've never been before, don't speak the language, not familiar with the food, etc. There's so many little things you can do along the way, and by building that courage muscle, as I like to call it, little things become sort of bigger. You can take on bigger challenges and really fulfilling some of those bigger dreams that you have. So that's my take for today. I want to share how I am preparing for a solo trip on this big adventure, and how over time I've been building that. I'd say over, probably, if I started from my time as a graduate, that would have been 20 years ago now, exactly 21 years ago. So I hope this helps. I'm Jean, I'm Courage Coach, and until next episode.